Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, it's hot and sunny here, of course. Well, everyone doesn't have the luxury of living in San Diego. They call us America's finest city, and there's a good reason for that. A real good reason. It's really nice. We have a lot of things that are not super duper, like the traffic, but when I travel to other places, we don't have trash here. There's no trash in the city, and generally the city and all the suburbs are lighted at night, and so like when I go to other places, I go, wow, it's pretty dark here. Other things too. Also, you know, the quality of the food is very good here. You know, when I travel to other places, I used to travel a lot. I used to be able to fly anywhere in the country for $200, you know, round trip. And I would take advantage. I flew all over St. Louis. St. Louis is pretty. I like St. Louis. I would like to go back there. Texas is nice. Houston. All over. I love Nevada. I will be taking some trips. I wanted to go on some cruises. The cruises were like the Elvis thing, you know, at the time when Elvis was getting up there, 46, I was going to college up in Utah, and I used to think I've got to get in there and see Elvis, and then, you know, he died. I drove back and forth by there 100 times. I could have seen Elvis. And then, you know, I kept horsing around with the cruise, and then I never got on one. Probably going to be able to do stuff as soon as we get vaccinated. I haven't gotten vaccinated yet, but I probably will. Okay, so now I live by the border, and so if you don't live by the border, you're probably thinking, what in the world is going on at the border? Well, what happened was, lots, I don't know if it's hundreds, or I think they're admitting to 5,000 abandoned children. I don't know about that. It could be more. I saw one thing, and it was that the smaller children were like in, it looked like, you know, those above ground swimming pools, and it was a humongous round structure. It was pink, and there were children in there, and I thought, wow, like cattle, wow, like sheeple. That didn't look good. The children were taken from Texas to San Diego. I'm not sure why would you, the children were abandoned at Texas, and why would you bring them to San Diego? Wouldn't it be easier to reunite them with their parents in Texas? These people were poverty-stricken people in the first place, and now the children are in San Diego. That just doesn't make sense. If someone can enlighten me on this, I would like to know, and probably so would my followers. Joe Biden has passed on the border issue to Kamala Harris. I thought that was a good idea. I thought that was a darn good idea, but she did something. When she got onto her airplane, she didn't salute the military that was standing there, you know, keeping her safe. And I thought about the mother of that person. She didn't salute, and because we just happen to have a child in the military, and I thought, Camilla, San Diego is a military town. Navy, Marines, how about the Marines? Weren't the Marines ones that went in and got Osama bin Laden when Obama was the president? I want to see that lady say the Pledge of Allegiance. It is not going to happen. But no worries, she's going to take care of the border. She's big on respect going one way. Okay, so we'll see what she comes up with. I'm interested. So, okay, I saw a family here begging, and it looked like somebody had made the sign for them, supposedly begging for food. They look 100 times better people, and they weren't border Mexicans. They looked to have come from South America. Those people were in 100% better shape than these street people across the street. Yesterday, I saw two men. I think Washington should worry about our homeless. Anyway, I said, oh, well, thank God, you know, you'll be getting your stimulus. And they said, oh, no papers, no papers. They had at least 3 or 4 children. I did feel sorry for them. Somebody had given them some food, and they were eating it right there and then on the spot. It is really sad what's going on. There is no border. Anybody can get across that border right now. I don't know if it's going to create huge problems or not. It hasn't so far. Okay. I look at it this way, you know, it gave me some insight into my, I tell you guys a story about all the time about the lady I knew who was in Mexico, and an old man came up to her. My nose starts running every time I get ready to do these videos. An old man came up to her and said, your daughter is starving, gave her a bag of beans, a bag of rice, and some vegetables, and told her to plant a garden. And the other one was when her daughter was very sick and she was standing out in front of the hospital wouldn't take her if she didn't give them $20. And if she went home, the daughter would die, so she just stood there. And so the insight that it gave me is, in these cultures, they beg. You know, that was uncommon. That was unheard of. Welfare was totally, if you had to go on welfare, that was like the most humiliating thing you can ever imagine when I was in high school. So now we see this has changed totally. So what I think is there was that element of desperation and begging when she got her help. I don't have Oh, I want to show you guys something. You know, if you live in the East County, Brands is called, they have this store in Grossmont Center, and these are $27 socks that I got for $5. So that's awesome. So, okay, so that's on the border. So I'm saying to myself, okay, I don't want to end up like that. I want to do everything I possibly can to keep myself in one piece, which is quite the feat these days. So I'm stockpiling food. Like what food? Well, mainly animal foods, because I think those could inflate. And, you know, you don't want to really be stuck without meat. Milk, cheese, butter. So, you know, I'm buying some, but mainly I'm buying cheap food. You guys have seen my cheap meals. For one thing, getting kind of used to eating this food so that if I ever have to eat it, I won't suffer as much. It is one thing when you're being cheap and you're eating this cheap food and it's your choice, as opposed to if you have no choice. And also, we should be grateful for food. So now, what I did is I bought a lot of cheap food, basically. I bought the hamburger that was part soy, 50 cents a burger at Walmart. Tonight I'm going to make some Chipotle hamburgers out of that. It's not my favorite. It's not the most delicious hamburger I've ever tasted. Last month I bought Markdown meat. That tastes better. And then I bought pork sausage, you know, at Walmart, 24 for like $8.97 or something. So anyway, animal products, toilet paper and paper products, because that is what was on these vessels coming from China. So what I would expect that everything that makes its passage through that Suez Canal is going to be inflated, because everyone is going to be caused to pay for these mishaps. My phone keeps going dead. I'm going to hoard cash as much as I can. I got this little check from the state of California, $31, and I thought, wow, you know, that's weird, $31. Well, $31 is $1 a day. I was grateful to get it. I'm going to spend it on something. I don't know what. But anyway, $31 is $1 a day. So I thought, hey, that's a good little approach too. And how about some $1 meals? That's a good idea too. And then the other thing is I am keeping my car full of gas, just in case they pull anything there. One of the best ways to store gas is an extra car. I've always had at least 2 cars, and your gas is safe in your car. And if your car is older and it has a big gas tank, you know, you can store a lot of gas in there. Where I live now, I could have 3 cars, you know. I'm not going to, but I could. I mean, if things got really critical, I would consider that. So the main thing is we got to watch our you-know-whats and be very careful. You know, desperate people can lead to crime, so we might be seeing that in this area. I can't imagine how desperate parents would be when they totally lost possession of their children, you know, so I'm watching that too. It's really actually kind of weird, you know. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.